Head coach of the year. We're getting right to it. I think you guys probably have a pretty good idea who I'm announcing for this one. None other than Motor City Dan Campbell. Team's gotten better every single year, just like Dan Campbell said in one of his opening speeches that went viral. Just kind of keep on increasing. It's a good gift for a reason. Dan Campbell, 15-2 this year, won the division for the second time in a row. So the first time in my lifetime that the Lions won their division was last year. And then the second time in my life was this year. So Dan Campbell, absolutely spectacular.
Doing incredible things that have never been done before.
Never been done before. This guy, Dan Campbell, true patriot too, obviously. Loves his Starbucks, which is an American company that we all appreciate. Of course, you have to bring up the injuries that they overcame, especially on the defense.
They will overcome.
They were still statistically one of the best defenses in the league this year, top 10 easily based off all metrics. EPA per play, I think they were top 8, top 6, if I remember correctly. Their defense was spectacular with losing Aiden Hutchinson very early in the season. We had our 7th string cornerback in for most of the playoff game that they lost, which of course doesn't count towards this award. But cornerback position was pretty banged up all season. And they overcame it with an awesome offense. And now they're going to have to overcome more adversity, losing a couple of coordinators. But they get some tasty little draft picks in compensation for Aaron Glenn as far as I know. So Dan Campbell, easy victory for me. I guess maybe one of you would say Sean Payton, maybe.
No, I don't like Sean Payton at all. I would think maybe Dan Quinn. I think that getting that Commanders defense to just stay so stout throughout the season, kind of making it easy on a rookie quarterback to come in and really just take over that division for the most part. I mean, obviously the Eagles are tough year in, year out, but, really kind of getting the Commanders, to be starting to be taken a little seriously.
Got to take them
for
seriously
the first
now.
time in a long time.
It feels the same way when Bengals with Joe Burrow, when they went on their playoff run with him early on in his career, we're just like, oh, you got to take the Bengals seriously now.
My honorable mention would be Kevin O'Connell, just because of what he did with Sam Darnold.
KOC.
Basically almost winning a division with Sam Darnold as your quarterback until Sam Darnold kind of unraveled in week 16.
He sure did. And 17 and 18.
Well, 17 led him to go home for week 18, but I thought that was an impressive coaching job for a Minnesota Vikings team that looked like,
for sure.
Especially when your rookie starting quarterback basically gets hurt in preseason. You're thinking, okay, this team's going to be, probably 5-11, 7-8. What's going to happen with Justin Jefferson now, because he may feel like this is kind of getting hopeless.
You get your top 10 draft pick, or your first round draft pick is already out for the season with injuries.
Yeah,
no clue
but
what you're
preseason before JJ went down, JJ McCarthy, who looks like a skeleton now, by the way. Before he went down, it was reported that Sam Darnold's the guy.
He's going to get the shot.
He was going to be the guy there, at least to start, and everyone kind of like laughed at it. And then when JJ went down, everyone's like, oh, they're done for a season. Turned it around.
Not the case.
And it's not the first time that KOC has done a good job.
Him written down as my pick as well.
Yeah, and that's why people in Minnesota, they love Cock. They love KOC. Moving on. Most disappointing and biggest surprise team of the year.